Good morning, everyone. It's January 7th of 2025, and I played around with OBS this morning to see if I could improve the quality of the videos. So let's do a quick video here on what I'm watching for the first quarter of 2025. Now, right here we have American Airlines, and when you start to look at the bigger picture here, the year, the quarter, and the month are all inside. So you can disregard these three time frames right here and then focus on a possible trigger here on the day or the week. And you can see right here that American Airlines did trigger on this 22 rev yesterday. Whether or not you took this or not, that's up to you. But just understand that the goal is to get up to here and to knock out the previous high. And I know yesterday we got a lot of selling. But one of the things that I'm beginning to realize is that when I work with more and more people, that the moment you guys see red, you run the other way. And I'm not sure why you do that, but just know that it's okay to have a red day. But if your process is to never see red, then I guess you should close it. But just understand you're going to miss a lot of great moves if you continue to do that. Let's go down this list quickly, and you're going to see a lot of the same time frames that are inside, and so we're going to disregard those. Apple, inside, inside, inside here for the year, the quarter, and the month. The trigger was right here yesterday on this 212, and you can see right now they're trying to gap this down a little bit. You have to be mentally strong and not give in to this because this is still good right here, even though we don't have a trigger. We don't know which way they're going to move Apple. So just understand this could very well go 222 down for the week, or we could go 122 continuation back up through here. Uh, if it triggers on the smallest time frame, you have to take the trade. And then if you want, just understand that the low of here for yesterday was 243.20, and look at where they're gapping that down, 242.64. And the reason for that is so that they can stop out all the people who went long on this trade. But if your process is to go 212 and then watch for the reversal back down, then you would be out of this trade. There's no if and or but. You would be out of the trade. Don't change the narrative because it stops you out. If it stops you out, it stops you out for a reason. AI, same thing here. Red day on 122 rev up on the week. Let's see if they continue to buy this one. Amazon, it looks beautiful. Uh, you got a beautiful 122 here on the week going up to here. And then 3 days ago, you had the 322 entry on the day. You got to learn how to sit down on that. APLD continues to run here after it went inside and up, 2 follow-through days. And for some of you, this would be a target right here. And you would hit that target this morning on the gap up because, well, I take that back. The target's 1027 here, and they're trying to gap this up. Let's just go through this a little bit faster. ARC, nice trigger here. Same with ARM, BAC. Like I said, a lot of these have already triggered. Birkenstock is an exception as far as what I'll trade. I know this isn't USA based, but I know the product. I know that there's a lot of demand for it. And whenever this thing sets up, I will be watching for this. So if and when this thing triggers right here, I will take it either to the upside or to the downside, whatever you want to do. BITO gapping down a little bit after breaking out on a 222 rev. A lot of 222 revs here. Cracker Barrel had a huge day yesterday when we went 232 up and we ran right to target. If this was your target, you're out of this trade. Don't be greedy. Take the money and learn how to get out of the trade because it will set back up. Chewy was a nice gap up. For those of you who took this short with me, I told you by the end of the day this closes as a hammer. I'm getting out, and I got out. And then we went the other way and we traded this back up to target. So congratulations to those who took that trade. CIEN, just kind of waiting patiently to see if they're going to follow through and trigger the week here. You can see how they triggered the day, but let's see if they trigger the week. Carvana, this one I would not recommend for beginners to trade. This one is very, very volatile, but look at where they're gapping this one up today, 196.52. And if that happens, you've got a possible 212 reversal all the way back up to the 10. This would be a trade back to the 10 for me. Dash, same thing, 3-2 trigger here on the week. Dell, 3-2 trigger on the week. DJT, a 1-2-2 trigger on the week. Dollar Tree is an interesting one because we have the 2-2-2 trigger on the quarter. We've got a 3-2-2 continuation on the month. And then we're kind of just sitting here for the week and then sitting inside here for the day. So do they move this back up here? If they do, my target will be this gap fill right there. I love the trade gap fills. GM still looks good. It needs to possibly complete this 2-2-2 reversal on the week. And if this thing could close above the 10, I would get really excited about GM long in my retirement account. We'll see what happens. Google triggered the 1-2-2-2 to target right here. So this is another quick trade. If you took this, hopefully you took some money. Haynes Brand is triggering 1-2-2, just a cheaper stock. Hood is interesting because we've got the possible 2 up for the year, 2 up for the quarter, 2 up for the month, and then on the week we triggered 3-2 up, and their first target is the high of this candle right there. And then 3 days ago we triggered 3-2-2-2, and now we're just kind of running all the way to target. We'll see if that one hits. HPE we already talked about in a previous video, but this did a beautiful 2-2-2 rev, and I think it has the potential to get up there. HUT, same thing, 2-2-2 rev. Interactive Brokers, 3-2 trigger on the week, so you want to see them continue to buy and hopefully take it back up into here. IONQ, 2-2-2 rev, and then look at all the time frames here, the bigger time frames. 2 up on the year, 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month, and then the beautiful 2-2 reversal right here on the day to trigger the week. These are the ones that you want to learn how to read the chart, because this is the run, the rest, the run, the rest, and then the run. Some people call it a TTO, but I like the run, rest, run. That's just my terminology. Doesn't mean that you have to adopt it, but that's how I look at it. Juniper is an interesting one because we have this 3-1-2 on the month, and if they want to, they could take it all the way back up here. JOBOY already went 2-1-2 for the month, so the question is, do they continue to buy and push it up here to 1130? You can also see that we've got the 2-1-2 for the year, and then the 2-2-2 continuation for the quarter. Mara is just one of these stocks that I trade because I like this tight consolidation here in the month. And if you know how to trade options within here, you will benefit from it. But the main reason why Mara is on my list here is because it did go 2-2-2 rev back up on the week, and this would be a trade back to the 10 for me. Marvel went right up here to, well, it didn't get the target, but it has the potential to get the target here. So do they continue to buy this one up, or do they pull this back and then move it up? You can see they're trying to gap it up here just a little bit. NET 3-2 for the week. They need to continue to buy this. And then we have NVIDIA or NVDL, and they're gapping this one up huge today. Congratulations to those people who took this trade with me. NVIDIA is so sought after. Doesn't mean you need to chase it, but just know that when this thing's set up here on this 3-2-2 rev, the first target was here, and the second target was right there. OKLO just keeps running. This is one that you're waiting for it to pull back and give you an entry on the daily so that you can go back up. Same with OWL here. We're just waiting to see if they can take the 3 up here on the day. PayPal 1-2-2 on the week. might have hit your target already. Question is, can they get it back up here and get this candle as well? Just be aware that you do have this big shooter here on the month, and this could just be a 50% retracement and then a move right back down. QSI, like how QSI is running here. Now we're just kind of resting. Roblox continues to be strong, two up on the year, two up on the quarter, two up on the month, and then we had the 3-2 trigger here. This one has a lot of short interest in it, so there might be a nice squeeze on this. Uh, those are the ones I like to trade. Rigetti still continues to move. Be careful. This is an A30. This is a name that you just buy it long term. Just build a condo, sit your butt down in it, and see how high it can go. Rivian continues to consolidate through here after pausing. RKLB 222 strong. Rocket Labs. This is also on IBD's top 50. So if you follow IBD, this is a really good name, in my opinion, to learn how to trade options in. We took what, 2 or 3 positions already in this, just in the last 3 days, and we've been paid on that. I believe it was 2 positions. Roku continues to be strong. Question is, will they get the inside year, quarter, and month to go higher? They sure look like they're trying to set it up here on the week, and they're already trying to move it here on the day. Starbucks looks good. Trigger 212 on the week. Serve continues to run after going 212 on the day. And look at this, we're already 2 up on the year, 2 up on the quarter, and 2 up on the month. Um, who knows where they take this one? And if they do move it, it's got to take out 24.39 first. Sweet green, inside, inside, inside for the 3 bigger time frames, and then on the week we triggered 222 rev, and this is where it all started right here on the day, and we're above the 10. So do they reverse this and do a pivot machine gun all the way up to here? We'll see. SMCI is on my list just because it managed to find buyers and do the 222 rev right here on the week. Let's go back to that one. Be aware that this still is a big shooter for the month, and this too could be a 50% retracement, which leads us to go back down. Got to remember, if they're going to move it lower, they've got to move it higher first and then move it lower. Just like if they're going to move it higher, they usually move it lower just to move it higher. Yeah, think about that for a second. Snap is a 3-2 trigger here on the week, and that all started right here on the reversal down through there. SoFi went 212 up, so let's see if this can get back up to here as well, this $17 area. Sound continues just to consolidate in this tight pattern right here. They're trying to gap it up just a little bit, but this is a big name that NVIDIA has taken a big stake in. And I think that is one of the things driving this name. Nothing runs forever. It has to rest. And you can see that rest phase right here on the week. Target is trying to come back from the dead. It has this 212 reversal here on the month, and it could get back up here. This would be a trade back to the 10 for me. Toast continues to move well. Bigger time frames are all inside, but this all started the reversal right here on the day, and it triggered the 122 reversal here. I would get really excited if it got above the 10 on the week. TSLL, they're gapping this one down a little bit. Don't buy into this. Tesla is still a great name to trade. I know this is TSLL. It's the ETF for Tesla, but they moved the same. We love this name. I, there's no reason to get out of this thing, but it does need to go up here and trigger the 222 rev. Otherwise, I could see it just sitting down in this area. As long as it holds this previous breakout right here, I think you'll be fine. TWLO is a bigger name, but it's trying to go 3-2 up here on the week and possibly hit target the previous high. And if it does that, it's going to go 2 up for the year, 2 up for the quarter, and 2 up for the month. And then last but not least is XLF. Closed red, but who knows, maybe they'll bring this thing back up and flip this back to green. The open on this was 48.80. So if you want to see this go green, create an alert here for 48.80. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the new settings in OBS. If you have any questions, please join me in the Discord server. I will only be there today for the first hour. So if I miss you, please come back. But until then, take care and God bless.